Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Liz of Chicago Law Luxury Makeup. For today's video, we are talking about the brand new Natasha Denona Mini My Dream collection. So if you're curious to see how I created this look and my thoughts on this brand new collection, keep watching. Today, I am so excited to be using the brand new Natasha Denona Mini My Dream eyeshadow palette, as well as the My Mini Dream Glow Blush Trio. I'm really excited. I have very high expectations. Very high expectations. This is my color story. If someone said, Liz, put together your ideal eyeshadow palette, this is what I would come up with. I cannot wait to use this. So my expectations are high. I'm just going to preface it with that. I have really high expectations for this eyeshadow palette. I love the Natasha Denona formula, and this is my color story. I have several of the Natasha Denona mini palettes. I think they are perfect. They are great for traveling. They are great for everyday use. They are the perfect size. I just love them. So when I saw this come out, I was so excited. So I'm very excited to use it today, create an eye look, and also use this mini glow blush trio. I have the My Dream cheek trio, and it is one of my all-time favorite cheek palettes. It is beautiful, and this one is just a little bit smaller, and it's even more compact for traveling. I can definitely see myself traveling with this a lot. It says that you can layer the 3 shades. Honestly, I would probably mix them all together. So I will swatch all 3 separately, and then I will swatch them all together for you. And I just thought we would go ahead and use these 2 products to finish up my look. I did place this on the Natasha Denona website. When I did, I had to spend so much to get free shipping, so I added in a lipstick. So I have a new lipstick to try. It is the I Need a Nude in shade 31 in P Beatrice. So I thought I would go ahead and pair all of that together to complete this look. I'm going to start with the swatches. The first shade that we're going to start with is up here, and it is called Devotion. This looks like a beautiful taupe. That is beautiful. That is like a bronze shimmer. This is Balance. And this looks like a matte, like a light tan matte. Next is Passionate. That is a beautiful soft pink champagne shade. Oh, I love it. And then next is a dark brown matte, and it is in shade Loyalty. And then the last shade is the only existing shade in this palette, and it is Nurture, and it is a medium tan matte. So this shade right here, Nurture, is available in the My Dream midi size. All the others are new shades. I mean, that is my color story. That is my color story. That is my dream eyeshadow palette. They all swatched beautifully. I can see myself reaching for this palette every day. On my other arm, I will go ahead and swatch this cheek palette. So I'm going to start with the darkest shade first. And then I'll move to the middle pink shade. And then lastly is the highlight. Then, if I were to just mix them all together, which is what I would probably do, I think it's going to be beautiful. I really do. I'm going to go ahead and start with the eye look first because I really cannot wait to use this eyeshadow palette. I'll start with the lightest shade. Again, that is shade Balance. And I'm just going to take it into the crease. Now this is very light, almost skin-like on me. So now I will pick up this medium brown with the same brush. This is a BK Beauty A503. Now Natasha Denona did come out with another cheek palette. It's a bright red. I think it looks gorgeous. I am going to pick it up, although I have not picked it up yet. I will go ahead and pick that up. I think it looks really pretty. Now, if you have not ordered from the Natasha Denona website before, or if you've never used my code, you can use my code Chicago Law and that'll save you 15%. It is a one-time use code, so you know you can only use it once per, I think, email address. And take the Sonia G blender and I'm going to go into this shade right here, Devotion. Looks so pretty, and I'm going to place it in the outer corner. I'm getting no fallout from these shadows whatsoever. They are really blending beautifully. Now I do have on my Chanel primer underneath, which I do happen to think makes every eye look better. Now I'm doing a very everyday look. I have seen on Natasha Denona's Instagram some of the looks that she has created with this palette, and they are so beautiful. I would not say that they are everyday, but they are definitely pretty. I take a Sonia G soft shader and go into the shimmer in the middle. Again, that is shade Passionate. And I'm going to place that in the inner half of the eye. So this shade right here, Passionate, really reminds me of the shade Monroe, which I have in a couple other palettes. I have it in a Baby Biba, and then I also have it in like a special 5-pan that was made specifically for BoxyCharm. And it's a beautiful, soft champagne pink shade. So I am curious to compare the two. I'm going to pick up some of this dark matte, and it is shade Loyalty. And just take that on the outer corner, just to give some definition. I'm not even taking it into the crease. It's really just going on the outer corner. Now I will go back in with that blending brush. This is the BK Beauty A503 to diffuse and blend. I'm going to go back in with that shimmer. This is Passionate. Right, so I'm going to be honest, it's not my favorite. I know, you guys, my expectations were so high. Maybe they were too high. But honestly, I feel like the Glam palette is still better. And I feel like you can get these shades from the Glam palette. I think that it's this Passionate shade right here. It's just not giving me the payoff that I think it should. No, I mean, I do think that the eye look is pretty. And I do think that this is a palette that I would reach for and I would travel with. But honestly, I still think that the Glam palette is better. I am going to grab the Glam palette. I'm going to grab it. I want to do some few swatch comparisons. I also want to grab the mini or the Baby Biba so I can swatch that Monroe shade. So I'm going to go ahead and put eyeliner and mascara on. For eyeliner, I do have a Natasha Denona pencil. This is the Macro Tech Eye Crayon. These are really good. So we'll go ahead and use that, put some mascara on, and then we'll be back so we can do a few swatch comparisons and also put on this blush. Eyeliner and mascara is on. I do think it made a huge difference. The eye look definitely is complete now. I do think it is beautiful. I still stand by my statement though that the Glam palette is better. And I think you could probably achieve this exact look using the palette, but we're going to see. But first, before I do any swatch comparisons, I do want to go ahead and finish off this look with the mini trio. So I'm going to try and layer the shades at first. So I'm going to start here with the deepest shade. Now, on my right side, I will layer the products. And then on my left side, I'll swirl them together and see what kind of difference it makes. So here is the deepest shade. And now I'm going to go into the middle shade. And that's just intensifying that. And now I'll pick up the highlight shade and use it as a highlight. Look at that glow. Wow. There's definitely a glow. I did not see that glow when I swatched it, but layering it on top of that blush, wow. That is gorgeous. If you like a glow, and I do like a glow, so that is beautiful. I'm going to take a different brush and I'm just going to swirl all the products together, or all shades together, and see what happens. So you're definitely not going to get that stark glow that you get when you do each shade individually. So if you are someone who likes a subtle highlight, you could easily use this palette, mix all 3 shades together, and it's going to be just a beautiful luminous blush. So here are both cheeks. Which side do you prefer? On my right side, I layered each shade individually, and on my left side, I mixed all 3 shades together. Let me know which one you prefer. I prefer the right side where I can see that glow, see that highlight. However, if I'm being honest, if I was using this on a daily basis, I would just mix all 3 shades together. It is just quicker. And I am all about quick. You know, when I'm trying to get out of the house in the morning to go to work, I want quick. So I would just mix all 3 shades together. I mean, I think either way you go, it's going to be beautiful. I really, really do. Now I'm going to go ahead and test out this new lipstick, and then I promise we'll get to those swatch comparisons. So first I'm going to line my lips. This is the Natasha Denona My Dream lip pencil. I mean, it's almost gone, you guys. It is one of my absolute favorite lip pencils. Here's the packaging for the lipstick. Again, this is the I Need a Nude collection, and it's shade Beatrice. So that's what that shade looks like. That is very, very pretty. That is a beautiful, beautiful nude. I don't think it will replace the My Dream I Need a Nude lipstick, but this one is definitely pretty. I actually have the lip gloss, so I'm just going to go ahead and top it with a little bit of gloss. Okay, now let's do some swatch comparisons. So here is the My Dream mini eyeshadow palette. First, I'm going to take this Baby Biba that I have, and I'm going to swatch this shade right here. This is called Monroe. So the new one, Passionate, looks to be a little bit more pink. I'm going to put both of them side by side of my hand. So that's Monroe. And there's Passionate. So yeah, just a little bit more pink, the newer one. I actually prefer the new one, the pink. I just didn't think that the payoff was as good. But that light pink, the like soft champagne pink, I do really, really like. That is one of my all-time favorite shades for an inner highlight. So now I'm going to open up the Glam palette with my all-time favorite eyeshadow palette. There are a couple of pink shimmers in here, so I'm going to swatch those first. So this is called Inner Corner. And then we have Center Eyelid. Inner Corner is pretty close. I'm going to swatch it right here next to it. So when it's swatched side by side, they're not the same color, but they're close. They're very, very close. And then for that bronze shade, I'm going to swatch a few outer lid shades from the Glam palette. This one I think is going to be a little bit more purple. The one on the bottom row looks like it might be more bronze, but it actually looks like it's more brown. And then there's actually one that maybe is gold. It's called Center Eyelid. Yeah, and that's going to be too gold. So nothing the same color. I still think you could get a very similar eye look, if not the same eye look. As far as the dark matte brown, there is a shade in here called Lash Line, but I think it's a different shade of brown. Yeah, it's slightly different. And then there is another matte brown in here called Smoke. And it, again, is just slightly different color of brown. None of the shades are the same. I think that they are similar. I think you could easily achieve this eye look with other palettes that you have in your collection. Actually, I'm gonna swatch this brown shade from the Baby Biba. It is called Cocoa. So it's a little bit different, but still, it's browns and it's, you know, soft shimmers. I don't think that it is all that original. Okay, that is all I have for you today. Let me know down below what you think. Honestly, I do think it is a beautiful, beautiful collection. It's definitely a collection that I'm going to reach for. It is a collection that I will travel with 100%. It's not original. I don't think anyone is claiming that it is, but I do think it is beautiful. I still think that the Glam palette is better, but for the price point, this is $27. This is great to travel with. And this one is just a little bit more bulky to travel with, and it is $69 now. So for the money and for the price, I do think it is a good palette and it is worth picking up. So you can purchase this collection at Sephora. It is also on the Natasha Denona website. And again, if you have never used my code on the Natasha Denona website, you can use code Chicago Law and that'll save you 15%. I will link all of that down below for you guys. I am very, very impressed with this collection, the blush, the eyeshadows, and even this new lipstick I picked. But I would love to hear from you guys. Let me know if you picked it up and what your thoughts are. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you are new here and have not already subscribed, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button. It's free to join and become a part of our luxury beauty community. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.